We love to give our homes some much needed love, and one way to do that is through remodeling projects. But I think something that people don't realize is how much time goes into planning and designing a space before you even pick up a hammer, which is why we're here at Odd Fellows Contracting with Bret in Williamston. And before we dive into the process of remodeling and the trends that we're seeing, you have to tell me a little bit about your name, Odd Fellows. I'm not going to say it's odd, but it's definitely unique. What's the story behind that?
Well, thanks for asking, Nicole. You'd be strange if you didn't. Odd Fellows actually was kind of a happenstance. We were trying to think of a real name, and it seemed that they all kind of blended in. And in the last ditch effort, we said, we're just two fellows doing odd jobs. Why don't we call ourselves Odd Fellows? And really, it's just that simple.
Yeah, well, I love that.
And we found out right away that being odd in our industry was a good thing, and people wanted to be called back, and they wanted to be paid attention to. They wanted you to follow up, follow through, do what you promised. That's odd.
Yeah.
I guess to some.
Right, to some. And another unique part about what you guys do, you know, you've been in business for 30 plus years with the focus on kitchen and bathroom remodeling, but your website is also unique, like your name, and the fact that you have a tab that literally says how much. I feel like a lot of places kind of hide the price, or maybe not, because it varies per person, but you guys have the price out there. Why was that important to have for you guys?
Being of help is our primary concern in the remodeling industry. In whatever way we can do that, we want to do it. And being transparent is a big help to customers. And so we want to give them as much information as we can in a general sense so that they can at least make informed decisions going forward.
Yeah, and on that note, let's say someone's like, okay, I want to remodel, you know, X part of my home. Where do they even begin? And what kind of questions should they form when they start this process?
There's an initial consultation that's no charge, and we cover a lot of information there about what can be, what can't be, what might be likely budgets, and that kind of thing. Then if a customer really likes what they've seen in our company in that presentation, then they get more serious and we go into a full discovery where we record every aspect of the area of the home that we're going to be working in so that we can produce a CAD model to allow you to see it before it ever starts.
Well, that's very, very helpful. And I know the design process and the planning process, you know, can be fun, but it can be overwhelming because there's a lot to choose from in terms of materials. I mean, we're sitting in one space, and what's even behind us? These are options for
cabinet doors.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Cabinet doors, hardware, flooring, countertops, lighting. Yes, it's endless.
Yeah, so how are you able to help kind of narrow that down or start those conversations to make it a little less overwhelming to make that final decision of what you want in your home?
Yeah, we have 3 in-house designers that are very good at helping you find what's right for your home and narrowing down the selection to help make that a little bit easier.
That's nice. And too, with planning, I know I'm a very visual person, and I'm like, okay, that might look good here, that might look good here, but you need to see it. Yes. And you have a way to do that with 3D design?
3D CAD design modeling is almost picture perfect. Yeah. The quality product that we use, software, it really puts out a very easy to see visualization.
Now, so we talked through a little bit about the design and the build process, but you also help with permits, which is that something people don't realize that they might have to take out or do if they want to remodel a part of their home?
Well, some do, some don't. However, for the record, we are a full service company. We take care of everything, so you don't have to do anything. We'll meet with the inspectors, we'll meet with anyone who needs to be a part of your job, we'll orchestrate it, manage it, run it, supervise it, and warranty it.
How can they keep track of what schedule you guys are on?
We post an online schedule in a portal, and you have a password, and you can go to it, you can look at your design work, your contracts, and most importantly, your schedule.
That's very important. Good to know that you have that for your customers. So believe it or not, though, we are in the 3rd month of 2023. Are you seeing any trends this year when it comes to remodeling? What's in, what's out?
Yes, well, grays are out.
Oh, wow.
Whites are timeless.
Okay.
But soft tones, warm tones, and wood tones are coming back in, as well as with appliances and things like that. They're coming up with some new shades of stainless steel, you might want to say. And so they're giving some options that are a little bit warmer tones, and people are really flocking to those, like the brushed brass.
Well, that's exciting, and that's good to know about those. So you've been in business 34 years. What's been the community response, and it keeps you going every year?
That's a great question, because we do listen to the community. We survey every customer. What's been a surprise to us is they have spoken. 3 years in a row voted us number one.
Wow.
And that's exciting. That's impressive. So that tells us we're doing something good.
Now, if people want to find more information, where can people find you online?
www.oddfellowscontracting.com.
And they can talk to you in person, of course, this weekend at the Lansing Home and Garden Show. You guys will be there?
We'll be there all weekend.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for all these tips and starting the process for remodeling.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Yes, and stick around. There's more Studio 10 Home Show after the break.